Yeah, okay, so look at this. It's like 1, 2, 3. Here's yours. Here's mine. And then here's.
It's the globe. I gotta get on that level. Oh my goodness, thank y'all so very much for joining us tonight. We are super excited to chat with you. Right? Am I right? Are we super excited? Oh my goodness, how has Philly been for you? I mean, it's been a big day. How's it been for you?
It's been amazing. It's been so great to get to meet so many of you, and we really appreciate you all coming out, and it's our pleasure to get to be here.
Absolutely, I love it.
Sorry, we can't let me with lightsabers since I was still trying to avoid lava. And then I realized I was thinking about this, and clearly I wasn't the only one to think of that, because I was really happy for you to be on the Empire State Building and finally get that high ground. This sick game of like the most serious version of lava that you could possibly play with lightsabers.
Yes.
Clearly I wasn't the only person to think of lightsabers and lava together.
No, that's brilliant. I love it. Hey, what about you? First instance of Star Wars fandom for you?
My earliest memories of Star Wars are my older brother and his amazing collection of Star Wars toys that I was never allowed to play with. Yeah, he was very protective of those toys. I could play with his G.I. Joes or any of his other action figures, but the Star Wars toys were off limits. And those are my earliest memories.
Wow, I hope you back to it was like, I get to play with those now. I am.
Now I am those toys.
I made my own toy talk.
That's what you talk freely. We've all tried this. When was the last time you tried to use the Force in your life? Let's be honest.
Last night, I was really trying to get a pilot for my plane. It's like, you can fly this plane. No, I was trying to turn the lamp off. I mean, I tried to summon a go-kart wait here. I mean, all the time. I'm always like, it's raining, and then I realized maybe I just, gotta be doing it for a more righteous reason, and that's why it's not working.
I mean, okay. But at the grocery store, it always works. When you get to the door and you're like,
oh yeah, that's a go-to.
Absolutely. So you say, hey, you look like grocery store. Yep.
I do it too many times, and I try to do it very discreetly so no one catches me. I'll just kind of do that before I walk through the doors.
And then anyone catches you doing that, they just bow to you. They're like, yes, I knew it the whole time. I knew it.
I was traveling through the airport, coming back from a convention just recently, actually, and a fan gave me this really amazing lightsaber as a keepsake. And so, of course, I had it in my checked baggage, and I was going through security, and they stopped me because they were like, do you really have a lightsaber that you're carrying with you? I had to explain, I was like, it was a gift, and I don't usually carry a lightsaber with me, but it's kind of humorous.
Sure you don't, sir. Sure you don't. If I were you, I would blame it on the training. It's not your fault. It's your training.
Blame it on the train.
Okay, there's also some amazing fighting. If you had to pick a squad of 3 other characters from the entirety of the Star Wars universe to go into a fight with, who are you picking? Who's your squad? 3 people.
Go for it.
First, Ray.
Okay.
Did you see her jump that time by?
Yes.
Sabine, obviously, that's why she's my Padawan. Lightsaber and blaster and flamethrower, stop. And then I feel bad because I can't see you.
You did not say me.
I can't see you.
You wanted me. I was going to pick you. You were going to pick one of mine.
I mean, I felt like we couldn't.
I didn't see
I mean, Oppie. If I could, I would Oppie pick you. Otherwise, R2. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. But how many times does R2 come through? I mean,
Not upset at that. R2's my Yoda, and I'm gonna go with Luke.
Considering that, Star Wars again is this wonderful, big, huge plethora of characters, we've all done our impressions of different villains. Now, outside of Ahsoka and Anakin or Vader, which other characters can you do an impression of?
I keep trying to do this online, and it was the virus thing ever. It's Schwarzenegger as Chewbacca. No, I can't. I'm working on it. I'm doing my spare time.
Hayden, what about you?
Terrible at impressions. I don't really do any. I've never even tried. The only one I really did was Darth Vader, and that was to scare my little sister when I was a kid, and it worked. It was really effective. But yeah, I was doing impersonations of Darth Vader when I was like 9 years old. No, I'm not doing it though.
That's very
Luke, I am your father. That's why I know your voice.
That was amazing! Absolutely amazing! Oh my god.
My voice is for some reason an octave lower today too, so it's all.
Gentlemen ball, I love it. Are you guys up for playing a little game right quick, just to kind of see how well y'all know each other on set, maybe some of the fun things, kind of a play of like the Newlywed game?
Pop quiz.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You like games, not
Like games, yeah.
Cool.
Let's get competitive. Come on.
So
Great.
we've got some boards here, and I'm going to give you.
Okay.
No, switch the other way. Yeah. I'm going to ask some questions, and let's see honestly how you can answer these things here. Okay, who was always snacking on set? Who always had some form of munchie? One of the two of you.
Candy, like actual proper candy bars, like proper wrappers, left-arounds.
Okay. What's your choice though? That matters.
I'm not picky. It's just there's like the best craft service. So free candy. I'm gonna take advantage. And I just always had a steady supply of chocolate.
His seat would just have chocolates on them, maybe wrappers left. It was like, yeah.
That is brilliant. Absolutely. Who is more competitive between the two of you?
But I don't let people know that. I'm subtle about it.
Right, because I was coming in hot. Lightsaber.
Who is, and this is very debatable, who is funnier between the two of you?
Oh no, definitely.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Who is more likely to get lost between the two of you?
I have a great sense of direction.
I believe that, absolutely.
I have a terrible sense of direction. I rely solely on GPS.
Are either one of you active pranksters on set? Who is the most prankiest one of the two of you? No? Did anyone pull any pranks on set?
I'm not really big on surprises, so
No.
yeah, I'm not like really big on that. So I don't ever want to like set that
Like-
up to
like to
people to like
create
mess
every-
with. Yeah, because as soon as I have a good one, and then I just know I have to look behind my back for the rest of my life, and I already do that as a New Yorker because I don't trust anybody who's cynical of it.
They're from all over different platforms from Facebook. We have some that says for both, costumes help make the character. Which piece was the most difficult to work in terms of line delivery and movement? This is from Stacy McLaughlin.
Not with this
No, yeah, put those down.
I would say probably my spacesuit.
Okay. Okay.
Just because there was also a lot of hanging, and then a lot of the times we would film on the volume, which is basically like shooting with like IMAX theater,
Right.
kind of, so everyone can see everything. So that one was a little challenging, just because it was all blue screen and,
Right.
you know.
I like that. Hayden?
I'm sorry, the question was?
It's like, in terms of costuming, what was the most difficult that you had to deal with?
No, I mean, the costume for me is pretty straightforward. You know, whenever I put the Vader costume on, that's a different story. But no, the Anakin costume and then the Clone Wars costume was great. That was like, we get to wear. But no, they designed them so that we can, you know, we can fight in them, and you just don't want to spill your food. That's something you want to avoid.
Okay. Moving into...
I don't know. I really like my character.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say I really, really like mine, but also Beatrice is fire. And that'd be really fun. I did think about like shaving my head and cosplaying as her at some point.
I double dog dare you to do that.
Bulldog dare me and people let's
Double stampies, no racing. Yeah, I'm putting it down. Next show, I expect to see this happen. Okay, y'all heard it here.
I don't know about the next show, but at some point next time I cut my hair.
Fair. He wouldn't have fallen to the dark side.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure to share.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for that, I think. I mean, not like it's your fault. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's a lot to Anakin's, you know, fall that has to do with
His responsibility and his choices, yes.
It's not all just...
And you want to take accountability for your actions? No. I actually had this conversation with Dave and he was like, absolutely not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, that's sort of the interesting concept that is presented is how much of it is fate and destiny, or how much of it is you know, by happenstance or by the events, you know, that Anakin has absolutely no control over, and how, you know, how much sort of free will does he really have? Yeah.
Destiny is destiny.
Mace Windu's fault.
It's all. I only got the rain in there.
Should have taken Palpatine out. It's
I want to know, are there any mannerisms that you brought to your characters? And conversely, were there any mannerisms of your characters that accidentally slipped into your lives outside of acting? How many people have you force jumped? Let's be honest.
Mannerisms, I mean, you know, it was all very much by design, and a lot of it I was drawing inspiration from Jake Lloyd, from you know, young Anakin. Yeah, still love Jake. It was amazing. But yeah, that's sort of that half sort of side smile I got from him. And then just sort of the posture and all of the sort of Jedi mannerisms of the, you know, what do you call it?
Heard that, everybody, the folding of the arms.
It's real.
Sometimes people hear that with Ahsoka, and I'm like, it's a thing.
It's a Jedi thing.
It's a Jedi thing. We cross our arms.
Yeah, we do.
We're serious.
Yeah, that's right. That looks good in the robes.
Absolutely right. Rosario, what about you?
No, I was it. The crossing of the arms. That was it. That's the whole vibe. I wish I need to get meditation back in, actually. If there's something to kind of take from it, it would be that.
I like that. Moving on to the funniest or worst lightsaber mishap you've had on set or training.
Okay, I have to say it was really fun with Rey doing our big battle before we go off into space, and they have that great move where I throw my leg up, and before he throws me off of the cliff, and on both of those ones we had to keep doing this lightsaber catch. So on both of those two aspects of the fight, in the middle of the fight and the end of the fight, and we had to put double stick tape because we'd be like holding it really close, and then it would get really silly. Because it'd be like, and we just kept sliding, it would suddenly go from like lightsabers to fencing. Like it was just, every time we'd be holding, me mugging at each other, slip, and I'd be like, ah, my hands, because it would hit our knuckles, and so it was just funny. So yeah, we used double stick tape.
Do you still remember some of your moves?
Some of those moves in there?
Some of your lightsaber fighting moves?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. I have to say the throwing up the leg though bit was my fire one. That was the move. I remember when I saw that in rehearsal, I thought that was so exciting. I was like, I can't wait to do that.
Would you be willing to show us a little bit of something? Not the lightsaber fighting.
I had to do the impression, I mean. Because all of the fights are very well choreographed, right? But that's what you spend all your time learning. But if you're fighting like battle droids or blocking, deflecting lasers, that is improvised. We don't actually choreograph that stuff. And so the sequence when we're rescuing Palpatine from Grievous on the ship, I go and I chop down some battle droids, I believe, and I'm doing it right around Ian McDermott. Yeah, and I accidentally caught him with my lightsaber right in between his eyes, and I split his forehead open, and I've never felt so bad. But yeah, I almost blinded the Emperor of the Universe. Yeah.
Respectfully, he was a bad guy, so that's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Morgan Elsbeth did that to me.
Really?
Yeah, right here.
No way.
In our finale battle, that's why I had to kill him. Not the face.
Interacting with fans or each other, what has been one of your favorites?
No, we've got,
Are you a member of?
I'm a member.
The Llama World of Science?
I'm
You are?
a member of the Llama World of Science.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are our new friends
Got our
right
peoples
here.
right here, which is very cool.
Yeah, this was probably the highlight of my day, was making my new friends right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
It's super awesome. Yeah.
I love it.
Great job.
What would you say is the best way for us as fans to continue celebrating the Star Wars franchise in any different iteration? What can we do to really just boost the signal even more for Star Wars?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a big question. What can we do in our celebration of May the 4th to kind of boost the signal even more for Star Wars?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I don't want to bring too
Can we get some medical help over here right quick? Give us just a second.
I think.
Fingers again, please. one to our heroes right here.
I think they're okay.
No. It's okay.
It's okay.
Guys, thank y'all so very much.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, you still want?
We're part of the law of them, you know what I mean? The law of the Lord.
That's good, that's good.
It's a very special group of people, and I was so touched by the display of humanity and caring, and great group of people right there. So thank you for your patience.
Well, Mace Windu is the best, right? Because he had the purple sabers. So that's
What I love is that your characters are kind of separated. You have the light, the dark, and you guys are kind of separated in this very interesting sort of way. There's a line, like there's the Aries line, there's the Taurus line. There's so many different cool things about you as individuals. And if we're ready, I would love to celebrate that individuality.
our birthdays.
If you guys want to look to the side, we have a special presentation for your birthdays coming through. Hayden and Rosario. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hayden and Rosario. Happy birthday to you.
So that was the most insane panel I've ever been to.
Yeah, same here.
Aside from I waited like 90 minutes in line to even get into it. You know, I get it, general admission and all that. And then we waited like an hour and 15 minutes for the panel to start once it was supposed to, because Rosario and Hayden both had long lines. I get it, people bought autographs. They probably bought timed autographs, and they were trying to fulfill them while also fulfilling our panel.
Yeah, and time code was too.
Exactly. Really cool panel though.
Yeah.
Like they're both such amazing, funny people that I could listen to all day. They're so much fun. They seem like the nicest people in the world, and they were very heroic.
Yes, they were.
When there was some sort of medical emergency, I don't know exactly what happened. It seemed like maybe someone fainted,
It is
and
possible.
they jumped off the stage to
Yes.
rush to help this person, and then we all just kind of sat there. And then they did the freaking birthday cake and sparklers. They started walking out, and they're like, "Oh shit, something's going on!" And they backed
then
up.
They backed up.
And it was like, you can't make that up.
I know.
You can't make that. It's fortunately the person was okay.
Yes,
You know,
that's important.
it seemed like the people got there to help them, and you know
the medical personnel,
yeah. So thankfully everyone was okay,
which is good.
and they kind of just picked up right where they left off.
Yep.
So insane panel. We're here much later than we thought we'd be tonight.
Yeah.
Let's get some rest for tomorrow.
Sounds good. And may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. And of course, it's Star Wars Day.